Voice of Indonesia from Indonesia to the world. Yes, finally it's come to me to introduce about our special guest. She is Claudia Siregar. She is well known as an author, entrepreneur, motivator, and business advisor who is widely recognized among the world business people. At the end of 2023, Claudia was honored for her outstanding dedication and contribution in advancing the business world, particularly in her series of projects under the Wellinku 21 or Linking Asia 21 brand. Claudia, who is also the co-founder of AsiaResearch.net and Siregar Group International, has now completed her book entitled Succeeding in Business in Any Market. Let's introduce her. Claudia Siregar, how are you today?
Oh, fine, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me here. It's an honor to be here today because it's the first time that I got invited by a radio station. And due to the history,
wow, fantastic.
I feel very honored to speak today here with you.
Okay. Claudia, can you please, before we talk more about I can say the book that you will show here, I believe that our listeners would like also to know much more about the book that you have already written. Mm-hmm. Please, before this, can you maybe explain a little bit about your background, Claudia?
I grew up in Germany. My dad is Indonesian. Saya juga tahu bahasa Indonesia,
wow,
but
cool.
Because my new book is in English and we do not have the Indonesian bahasa Indonesia version yet, I think it's nicer I start with English first. I would say I have a career of 2 decades in business-to-business marketing.
Wow.
I founded together with some former colleagues in Singapore a business media. And I do B2B marketing or government to business or business to government marketing. So usually not that much in public, but rather supporting others how they should position themselves in public. But due to COVID, I got different messages I would like to share with the world. And I think book writing is one way. So I'm working in different business fields. I have also worked, globally for different projects. Some also for Indonesia. Yeah, so.
Many more.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, first of all, actually, I believe that during your time when you already written your book, you also inspire people. So actually, what kind of inspiration that you can give to people, Claudia?
It depends. If I'm in Indonesia or if I'm overseas. So like maybe I can show my book. I've co-authored this book together with Tracy, who is a business legend. He has written over 100 books, co-authored various books. And during COVID, a lot of entrepreneurs, global entrepreneurs. I'm not looking from my perspective only Indonesian German, but as a global entrepreneur, they felt the sense to share more of the messages with the globe.
Wow.
Because I think, especially those who are working internationally, they have different messages, especially as COVID and current geopolitical situations is changing the world. And no matter where you are, you need new perspectives. And so I hope by sharing my story, my thoughts, my experience, I can inspire also, that's why I came to Indonesia, also Indonesians.
Fantastic. So by writing the book and the people read the book, they will know about the motivation, about experiences that you have already written also.
Yes, correct. And I share more in the chapter I have contributed. So we are in total 20 global entrepreneurs, together with Brian, who just turned 80. He's very known for various books, especially in goal setting, finance, sales. So the elder generation know him very well. The younger depends. But if you are in sales psychology, definitely you will hear of him. Or goal setting. because he is like the thought leader in that.
Wow.
And you have very few senior thought leaders like him.
Really interesting.
So I'm very sure he also traveled to Indonesia. He has various books translated into Bahasa Indonesia. So it was truly an honor for me to co-author and being invited co-authoring a book with Brian.
Really, really extraordinary for me. So Claudia, you are able to motivate and give motivation to many people. So before you are like this to be as entrepreneur, author, and motivator, and even business advisor, firstly, from what did you get such influence or motivation? Who motivated you actually?
Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe motivated. I rather prefer to say inspiring instead of motivating, because there are a lot of motivational speakers. I'm not a motivational speaker. I have a message I want to share, and I hope that I can inspire many, especially younger entrepreneurs, the next generation. Due to my age, I think it's time to share more of my story and my experience. And why I'm in Indonesia now is, I think globally, Indonesia can do much better when it comes to promote the country. And this is something, sometimes you need, it's easier for somebody who's not inside but an outsider view. I consider myself, yes, I come to Indonesia, but I have an outsider view, which is not only biased Indonesia-German, but because I have lived on 4 continents, traveled, worked, studied in Latin America, the US, Europe, and also Southeast Asia. I have a lot of global experience where I think it's good to share that the next generation of Indonesians, or the Indonesians who are now overseas, also those who are planning to go overseas to attract, for example, new investments to the country, that they keep continuing, no matter what barriers are there, that they need to leave the comfort zone, and this will automatically support to succeed. And that's the title of the book, Succeeding in Business.
Succeeding, wow. Really. So business, yeah, is important, yeah, for you.
But I think I'm also, sometimes I notice, for me, I think to be sustainable, you need to understand your culture and combine it with business. So I'm not like a business person, but for me it's very important that people build up trust. Wow. And how do people build up trust? Is they know more about their own history, because each country is different. You have different histories. How can you attract investments? I think trust is of utmost importance. And for trust, you need to understand a country better. What are the values of a country? What are the values of the people? Because perspectives are different. Perspectives are shaped by the people you are surrounded with. Your perspective, or Indonesian perspective, is different to my one, while your concept of Europe might be different to my one. And because I grew up between, well, I see myself as global, but I grew up with Indonesian and European roots. My perspective is different how I look at Indonesia. All the progress over the last, I would say, not just the last 10 years, the Jokowi time, but also comparing to history. So my studies, I've studied Southeast Asian studies and economics. And it's really because I think to be sustainable, you need to know culture and business. And that combined really supports a country to progress, supports your business to progress, entrepreneurs, students, whatever you choose to be in your life.
Really strong woman.
Thank you.
Really inspiring. So Claudia, what kind of activities when you are in Jakarta today? Today you come to RI to have such interview for me. I guess like you will give that inspiration for many people during RI. So besides coming here as a special guest for RI, do you also have such another activity, such maybe becoming a speaker for such a seminar during your time in Jakarta?
For this round, not. For this round, I was networking.
Yes.
I came initially for more personal reasons, and then I combined it. I went to Yogyakarta. I'm also part of an association in Germany, Indonesian German Association. And I brought back a book from my ancestors, from the Batak, a Pustaha Batak. So I'm not sure, maybe a lot of people don't know it. It was forbidden during colonialism. So, and there are around 1,500 to 2,000 in mainly Western museum or collectors. And somebody I know, he's a collector, and he asked me to give back to the people because of my Siregar. He got this book and he has asked me, can you bring it back? So we had, early in May, we had an official handover to the Indonesian embassy in Hamburg. And then we did the sealing and all that, and I brought it back to one Kawan Pustaha. You can check them out online. And they are based in Jogja, and they learn again, relearn about the traditions, what you can read, what the fonts, the letters, the old knowledge of the Batak people. So this is also what I brought back. And then I came to Jakarta for networking and to see if my book can be translated, or if some publishers are interested to collaborate with me. To do the next interview in Bahasa Indonesia.
So Claudia, after visiting Yogyakarta, that means that you will leave Yogyakarta for Germany.
Yes, tomorrow I fly to Singapore, and from Singapore we go to Germany.
Wow, around the world, fantastic. Your father is from North Sumatra. So
Medan,
yes, Medan, and your mom is from Germany.
Yes, correct.
Wow, cool. Actually, how many foreign languages can you speak?
Fluently, or I have learned? Fluently, just 4.
Wow, what is?
German. I speak German, English, Spanish.
Spanish you can also speak. Wow.
Dan juga harus bahasa Indonesia ya. And also Indonesian, yeah.
So you were born in Germany, right?
Yes,
so
correct.
How can you maintain your bahasa Indonesia? I mean, since you were a child, your father also. I mean, when you are in Germany, I mean, you also speak bahasa Indonesia. I mean, with your Indonesian community, only in part time.
I would say it's the love of my mom that I speak bahasa Indonesia. My mom is in my generation. There are just few. They learned it at a later age. But my mom, the German, she knew bahasa Indonesia. She has learned it, spent some time in Indonesia. She was the one teaching me. So it's because of her love that I speak bahasa Indonesia, definitely.
Really? Maybe your mom is the first one, yeah?
One of the very few, yes. In my age group, yes. Because I'm like, for Germany, there are just very few who might be older than me.
Wow, cool.
But really? Now coming more.
So, Claudia, actually, can you tell our listeners, actually, maybe 1 or 2 main messages, maybe from the book, Succeeding, actually, why people must be successful from from the perspective of the book. Why should people be successful from it?
I think this book combines altogether around 400 years of entrepreneurial knowledge. That's what books are, no? So we have more than 22 co-authors globally. We have from Europe, from the US, from Middle East. All have written their knowledge to share it. And I think it's very difficult how to get knowledge from all of them together if not in a co-authored book. So that's one thing. So what is relevant as an entrepreneur to succeed? There are different aspects. And the aspect I brought in is really be aware of your history, your values, and combine it with business. So I wrote a chapter about gotong royong.
Work together.
And yes, and what it actually means and how it has the impact on Indonesia. And I brought different business cases in where I see this, how it has been applied to business or even the government. And I put some numbers in from COVID time. And I hope that this will support Indonesians to believe more in themselves, to see actually Indonesia has performed very, very well during COVID. But this is the outside of view. Often inside the view, the perspective is different. But I'm looking at it, the numbers of death, very low in Indonesia. The number of sending kids, providing kids with school during COVID, within 1 week. In foreign country, in Germany, we were without school for months because teachers needed to think about how to educate the children. The system was not ready. Here, how can it be that a country such diverse and big like Indonesia within 1 week can homeschool their children? Wow. Vaccination, I mean, Ibu Retno just got awarded for that one, no? How the vaccination program in Indonesia was. So I brought different examples, also from the music industry, where I think the impact of gotong royong, you can see there.
Really?
So that's why I said, no, learn about the history, your values, and combine it with business, because the world needs new perspectives. And I hope I can contribute. And, well, we just started. I mean, a book is there that it stays.
Yes.
So that's why if I can find a publisher who's interested, I'm very open to it.
Translate, right?
Yeah.
Too many languages.
It's already translated into various languages, but not yet Bahasa Indonesia.
We hope that you will find another, another one.
It's already available in Arabic, in German, in Spanish.
Okay, cool. Wow, really.
So
successful woman.
Thank you. Yeah.
So because of our limited time, Claudia, maybe you have such expectation, or just hope or wish for our listeners and viewers now.
I think, well, my view is learn more about your history to understand what is happening today and shape the tomorrow. And of course, read my next book, because I'm currently writing a book where I look for the next change makers. And I hope I can inspire a lot of Indonesians to read the book, and hopefully they apply it to their business and, well, to that, how they want to succeed in life, whatever it might be.
Maybe they want to be your followers from social media. Can you say or mention your social media?
The easiest, because I'm in business to business, the easiest is to follow me on LinkedIn. It's Claudia Siregar. You will find me definitely very fast, LinkedIn. And the other one is Instagram. Maybe you can put my my profile name. It's CEN_Siregar.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Claudia Siregar. I hope that success will always be with you, and keep on writing, keep on motivating many people, and I hope that any kind of success will always be with you in your.
Thank you, and thank you for the invitation.
Okay, thank you, Claudia Siregar, and listeners. That was our special review with Claudia Siregar as an author, entrepreneur, motivator, and business advisor.
Voice of Indonesia.